Hi, hope you're all doing amazing. You know what I'm going to say. You're awesome. You're loved. You're appreciated. You're kick ass. And I love you. Keep doing you. Those of you that have really connected with me, have really heard some of my words, what I'm saying, you're really starting to probably feel some major shifts, and especially the last couple of days. So I wanted to describe a little bit about what's going on and get prepared, because a big shift if you've been doing the work and you're ready is coming. So, and I want to teach you or talk about a technique that I learned a long time ago that came in handy last night when I was doing some work in the metaphysical realm beyond this material plane. So I'll talk about that technique first. So when you connect with somebody, you actually can create what I call a connection. It's like a little tube, and depending on how many times you've connected with a person, it's usually about that big, and you're exchanging energy between you and that person. When you have a person who is connected to you that is a leech or is negative or is doing things to harm you energetically, and you feel that, at least I do intensely, I feel those connections, I feel that energy, I feel those thoughts, I feel that crap. So one of the techniques that I said that I learned a long time ago was how to transmute that energy and actually turn it into power for myself. So what had happened is I had a roommate who was very leechy, very low energy, very negative, very lazy. And so he would connect to me for power, for energy, for life force, for resources. And it started to really weigh on me. And I could feel it. I could feel his negativity, his thoughts, and his energy. And so I asked to be shown what I could do about it. And what I was shown is, with that connection between the two of us, because we were living in the same space, it was difficult for me to get away from this person. So what I was shown is to create what's called a filter. So between you and that person, if you still have to remain connected, you shift the energy between the two of you. So I put a filter in between the two of us. And in that filter, the energy that he would send to me, I would transmute it from negative to positive, from negative energy to teddy bears or laughter or fun or joy. And I actually put a couple of filters in there to transmute that energy. Eventually, after I think it was like a couple days, he stopped. He completely stopped sending me energy. I don't think he obviously didn't understand on a conscious level what he was doing, but I could tell on a subconscious level and also energetically that he was gone. He wasn't siphoning off of me anymore, and I wasn't allowing it. But the thing is that I was changing the flow of the energy between us. I was like, if you're going to leech off of me, if you're going to try and continue to try to connect to me, well, then I'm going to flip the script. I'm going to flip the script, and I'm going to use all of that negativity that you're sending to me, and I'm going to transmute it and make it power for myself. This came in handy for me last night as I've been dealing with two feminine energies, very evil, very much into spirituality and in the spiritual field, and very much siphoners. They actually connect to other people and siphon energy for themselves. So they're all about keeping people victimized and remaining in victim energy and victim mentality. So last night, as I was tracking these ladies down, because they have been kind of a royal pain in my ass, to be honest with you, not just in this life, because they are the material manifestation of energies that I've dealt with for eons. So these particular energies, as they are literally bombarding me last night, I mean, it's freaking ridiculous pain. I can feel them, I can see them, I can sense them. So what I did was I found every single access point where they were coming in, and there were tens of thousands of them attacks. It was crazy. But I started to filter that energy all around me. I filtered that energy, and everything they were throwing at me, I transmuted it and made it mine. And I turned it into power for myself. It took me hours, all night basically. I think I slept for maybe an hour or two. But it took me that long to get it to stop. And finally, they stopped. They got so weak because they realized that I was actually siphoning their power and transmuting it and making it power for myself, therefore weakening them and dismantling and disempowering them. Then at that point, I started to send all of their crap back to them because they're responsible for the attacks. I don't care what dimension you're working in, and it starts before this material plane, because you have a thought before you have an emotion, before you have an action. The last step in the manifestation process, production, produce, create. Well, it started way before that. And so did the universe, and so did the beliefs, and so did these energies. These energies have just reincarnated into vessels, into characters. So anyway, once I started to do that and really disempower, it took me all day today to work through the rest of the energy that was still working through. And tonight I have some more work to do. Then I started to go into them. Because once I took down their power structure and weakened them, now I am reversing and going back into them. Because if you're going to inflict pain on me, I'm going to go into that pain. I'm going to absorb that pain and make it my power. And therefore, it's never, ever going to be a weakness point or a weak point for me. So this was a very valuable lesson or remembrance for myself. And I'm glad that I can pass this knowledge on to you. Because I'm sure that you know that the higher you get in this these levels, it is like a video game. The higher you go, the bigger the players, the bigger the boss, the harder it is. So get prepared, use these tools, go back and listen to some of my other videos. I talk about this stuff too. Use them. They're going to come in as needed tools for you as you go down this path. All right? I love you. Have a great night.